Feature Friday.
The freshest. Holy guacamole!
So we just did a singer called Katrina Velarde, and she does like impersonations really well. And now one of you guys have directed us to this video, which is one guy, 40 voices. Now before it was like one girl, 29 voices and shit. It's 40. Now the next one is 60, and the next one is 151.
Yeah.
And I think he's from India. His name is AKSH BAGHLA. And he's going to do a bunch of singers. Luckily now with the indie music industry, we're familiar with quite a lot of them. I do think we're not going to be able to see or completely understand a couple.
Some, yeah.
But I think we should be okay with a lot of them. And I think he also does mix in some American singers and stuff. So let's give it a watch.
Okay, let's have a look.
Jubin. He's coming to London.
That sounds so much like him.
That's good.
That's so good. My God, oh no! Sounds more like Sonu Nigat than Sonu Nigat.
We literally just watched Sonu perform with this kid who's a flutist, and dude,
It sounds
basically
like
the exact
it's the same person. How he do that? How he figured that out?
What?
No idea.
Arman.
That sounds so much like that.
Yeah, the piano are so accurate. What the fuck, dude? What? That's so weird.
That is very bizarre.
It's
How
so
is he
peculiar,
doing that? I
dude.
don't get it. I don't get it.
So, I mean, you're being very humble here by saying you don't get it.
I don't though.
Technically, you do have a very outstanding understanding of it. And, you know, I would encourage you to go back to the One Girl, 29 Voices video, because ballet does get quite technical there. You know, tongue modulation, larynx shifting, bunch of shit going on.
But you know what? I don't get it here.
How
though.
to perform it, though, is very
No,
weird.
you know why I don't get it here though. In this particular case, though,
Given the Indian
because
music
it's
industry.
Indian music industry, right? So the larynx and the modulation change
Completely.
completely. So my knowledge on the shifting and the technique overall there could be some places where it applies, but there's a vast majority that I have absolutely no understanding of.
But you would then presume that because the larynx doesn't shift, there is so much more inner mouth work in comparison to
Correct.
Western singers.
Correct.
And in his case, when he's emulating Indian singers, this would be the case.
Correct, and I think that's why you would hear a definite change in sound when he tries to emulate Western-like singers.
Yep.
There's a completely different, and it's a more physical change as well. You see that he's investing more energy also, and it has nothing to do with range.
His
But
attitude,
it's just a completely different shift of technique from the core.
his attitude is good.
His Arijit and his Sonu is
It's
very
very good, yeah.
Actually, everybody that we have heard from the
Very good. Enrique was really good though. He got
was
the
very
mannerisms
nice, yeah.
really good. To be fair though, I think he's a more refined Enrique Iglesias than Enrique. Go on.
I love Enrique Iglesias.
Yeah.
You hear the difference?
Make yourself some friends or you.
And if you pay attention, I love this particular
Angle.
take. Yeah, because you can see look at that beautiful musculature in his neck. It's absolutely phenomenal. He is so really well developed. But if you pay attention to this, the larynx here, they're so lifted, and a lot of the sound is coming down through the nose. So there's a lot of twang being included when he uses, when he emulates Western-like singers, because you don't see it so often here. So it's not so lifted, it's not so high. It's more relaxed actually, like
Way
more
more.
around his natural range.
I wonder what his actual voice is. He might have lost his voice doing all these voices.
But you see how lifted it is, quite stiff.
Right. So we're not familiar with Himesh.
But you hear the shifting in the sound is not physical
the
in
larynx.
the larynx. So that's where my disparity in the knowledge I've got with singing technique, it's completely different.
Awesome.
It becomes really prevalent in this type of like videos.
So awesome to be exposed to so many different ways.
It's awesome,
sick,
yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah. You're constantly learning, that's for sure. Yeah, see, it's all jaw.
Mika! Oh, we just checked him out yesterday.
And the bullets catching the teeth.
You see how much modulation is different.
I'm gonna hit your hand. What the fuck? His shine was good. Tivari. Nice.
Very good. You see, it's all in the head. It's not really happening here. Your favorite.
What did he say? What did he said something? He said something.
I don't know.
Auto-tune, 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 auto-tune. I told you, I knew he was gonna throw a shot.
Okay. Nice. Go Efra continues. Okay.
Yeah, no, let's say that. You know, I haven't enjoyed much of his work lately.
Also, you hear a more like a more of a reaching down towards the ground and here in the chest that you don't see in the Indian music industry. Whether it's male or female singers, that reach for grounding is not as prevalent as it is in the Western music.
You know what would be
industry.
intriguing? To speak to someone like him who has emulated from both parts of the world, the West and the East, these sort of pinnacle voices.
Correct.
And see what his technical approach to them are. It's really intriguing
At
as well.
least, even if it's not technical, but like a mental thought process.
I think technique-wise he would change. I think one of the
Definitely.
approaches they would take is sort of the same as actors when they emulate an accent. I was looking at the guy
Constant practice.
Cumberbatch, whatever his name is.
Cumberbatch. Yeah, Benedict.
Benedict Cumberland, whatever his name is.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah, it's like an egg, isn't it? Egg Benedict. Egg Benedict Cumberbatch. You know, and
He's
like that,
actually
Egg
a
Benedict.
He's actually been knighted.
What the fuck?
I think
What?
so.
Because it's Doctor Strange.
No, because of Doctor Strange. There was another show or something else.
Damn.
I think so. I don't
Well,
know.
good on him. Anyways, I was listening to him discuss because obviously he has an American accent when he does Doctor Strange.
Yes.
And he was saying, yeah, there's so much more inner work in the American accent in comparison to the British accent, and that's why he finds that British actors can emulate the American accent easier than American actors can emulate the British accent easier, because in the British accent there's not as much tone work.
Correct. There's and actually even the lip mouth modulation is completely different. The movement. 'cause I
Now
had
I've
to
become
study-
aware.
The movement actually lies in the bottom lip. If you watch the news here in Britain or any, like a lot of the movement actually happens from down here, and the top lip remains quite still throughout the conversation, and it's all because the vowels around or the sounds reside at the back of the mouth quite often, so it's all right back at the soft palate moving and shifting like right towards the back of the mouth. Anyway, so the tongue work is completely different. So for Americans to learn an English accent, they have to do learn. Like they have to, they have to relax the tongue, and it's quite difficult.
Right.
But yeah.
Green Day, hold on.
When it's not worth dying for.
Ah, Vishal.
I love Vishal. We've heard him on the live stream a lot. Kailash Kher.
Kailash Kher. I thought he was amazing.
Nice. Even equalized in the way Kailash Kher's music is equalized. What the fuck?
Yeah, but that's what he's doing. A lot of the
A lot
things
of
are
the time.
are being like equalized.
Bohemia.
Yes, I give you all. Can you feel it on days? Can you feel it true?
That's good.
All of the windows inside this room.
You know what's funny? That's so natural in his range.
I wonder what his
There's
actual
no
voice is.
strain, there's no push, there's absolutely no physical element to it except for the actual end of the mouth modulation. But apart from that, I would say that that's pretty close
Probably
to
his
what
natural voice.
he would sound like.
I
Maybe not the same style, obviously, but yeah, physically speaking, it is so relaxed.
Right.
Oh,
Saddam Puri.
That
That's
is so
good.
accurate.
Hey, he's so soft.
That's so great.
The days are cold and the cards are
Nice.
the things we see are all made of gold. Angry at all of my honesties. You know I try, but I don't do too well with apologies. Move it like a baby.
Bacha.
Sorry, got the morning talk, baby. Move it like a baby. So good, yes, queen. Want to come and put it on me? I try
What a song. You know, it's actually mad.
Well, you only need a light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow.
Nice.
You break my fall. I live, I breathe. When you're not here, I'm suffocating.
I mean, he's a gifted vocalist for sure.
I know I can treat you better.
See, it's difficult because the translation between the finding that twang for the American or the Canadian singers is actually quite difficult, because I'm telling you, you got to like reset your whole larynx to find that. It would be easier to go down like the, I don't know, the Indian music, popular music sound,
Right.
like the most commercial stuff, rather than finding like the American sound or like the westernized
It's
sound.
commendable that
It's-
he's attempting all these other voices.
Dude, it's
as
so
well.
incredibly hard.
Because I think he's murdering the sort of the Indian popular singers. I think it's
Correct.
very difficult. It seems as well for sort of the due to the lack of larynx flexibility and also the weirdness behind the twang of the accents of the singers that he's also doing, like the Shawn Mendes. Obviously, Shawn Mendes is known to be a bit higher pitch, more twangy. He does come across a bit more like here.
Yeah, he
So-
does sit quite high.
Selena Gomez is so breathy and she's
Yes.
so. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So
yes.
these are what he's kind of I think what he's doing a really good job of emulating is the mannerisms and sort of the
Really good. They're so well done.
in his own take, which is really, you know, it's a. At the end of the day, we are seeing him sing. You're not gonna fucking get the original person.
No, but it's actually really cool because there's nothing harder than paying attention to such details, because you could hear them, because we all do when we're listening to the original artist, and we know that certain rounding of vowels or certain ending phrases or a certain riff is from the specific artist.
Yep.
That and you know, and like that's like a trademark, right? But the interesting thing is like, how do you replicate it? That's where the science actually lies. Like that's where the true talent for me is.
Yeah. It's
Not
amazing.
so much whether phonetically is
Super
exactly accurate, but like the attention to detail, that's what's commendable for sure.
Then he can And any girl like you deserves a gentleman. It's baby mine.
You hear those? Is the disdain at the end of the phrase.
I was doing just fine before I met.
That's so
cool.
accurate.
Too much and that's an issue, but I'm okay.
That's great. Nice equalization.
Jagjit Singh.
What?
He's like a completely different person. Completely. He's becoming.
If I close my eyes forever,
Is that him?
I think so.
would it ease the pain? Could I breathe again?
No, he's doing the...
I want to see what he sounds like.
What does he
Wait,
sound like?
I want to see what
What
he
the comments
sounds
say as well. I
like.
want to see what the comments say as well.
Sure.
Put it up, mate, so
Yeah.
people can see it.
It's just not... Okay.
Just a fun video. Hope you like my attempt. What a nice guy. Why is no one talking about how beautifully his voice matched with Sean? Bro, not
Right?
beautifully. He's a
He is.
fucking...
Shan.
Literally. He became him. 40 voices and 50 expressions. Everyone is talking about present singers, but man, how good mimics Jagjit Singh. Yeah, he becomes the person. It's really weird.
Yeah, his neighbors must be wondering how many people live in his house. Correct.
I still can't believe this is possible. It is such a bizarre talent.
I need to hear what you sound like, sir. I need to know.
I love when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but love lasts for hours in this, and you say we're just friends, but friends don't know where you taste like love. If I goes la la, yeah. Zara zara mehkta hai, behkta hai aaj tu मैं प्यासा हूँ, मुझे भर ले अपनी बाहों
Okay, dog.
में, मुझे तेरी सभी बातें एक बार है दीवानी.
That is fabulous. What a mashup. Okay.
So he does more mashups. Oh, please, let us know if you'd like us to check out the mashups. What an idea that is.
That's
Sort of mix
clever.
Western music with then some, pinnacle song that's done. I mean, he's very famous. Look at that picture in the top.
Oh yeah. Well, he does have 3 million subscribers.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Pretty big. I think so. Yes.
Sick.
Yes.
Well, let us know what if you guys would like us to,
Awesomeness.
if you guys would like us to review more of his work. He's amazing. Obviously,
Again.
very popular. I'd imagine some of you will.
Again, I had a feeling that would be his natural, tonality. Because there are certain things.
baseline.
Although his lower range,
Great.
incredibly impressive. Would love to see more of that. If there is anything else or any other artist that you'd like us to check out next, please leave it down in the comment section below. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.